Welcome to Currency Watch. This is Chris Keene from a Keene point of view. It was risk off right from the get-go on Monday as most of the majors followed the euro lower with a general risk off environment. The euro gap lower to start the week after fears over the weekend involving Spanish debt loads, debt yields increasing too high, past 7 to almost 7.5%, and this in fact is also pushing down the the USD 10-year obligations to new record lows. And there's also concern that Greek won't be able to meet its obligations to the IMF, ECU, or EU in the upcoming near future. Let's take a look at a few of the pairs and see how they handle themselves in this environment and see if there's any opportunities that we can take into Tuesday's Asian and European trading. As you can see, the Euro USD broke down to about the 120.65 level. It broke through the significant 120.120 at level, which was the 50 fib from a historic low in the pair. This level has held, and going into tonight's trading, I would assume that as long as this level holds at 121.65, we could move high to initially test a 121.50, and we could find new sellers coming at that area, or up to the 120. Probably about the 120 to 40 area, we could have buyers come into play, sellers, come into play at that level also. I would expect any retracement to be sold into in the near future until we have a more concrete picture of how the current situation in Europe is going to play out. Next pair we're going to take a look at is the USD JPY. As you can see, the USD yen cross has been following this trend line lower over the last few weeks, and it is once again all the way up at that trend line. This little spike right here is interesting because it was a 20 pip drop and rebound within a minute at the end of closing in New York. As long as the pair remains below this trend line, we could see it continue to push lower, initially targeting 78 and then maybe down to the 77.60 area. Let's take a look at the USD CAD. As you can see, the USD CAD has retraced almost its entire loss from last week and is currently back up at the 102 level. The 102 level should act as resistance going into Asian and early European trading, and if we get a pushback or a pullback towards the 101.50 area, we could find new buyers come in. Or if we can get all the way down towards the 101 area, we could see. We actually sometime tomorrow we could see new buyers come in, but I would expect a bit of consolidation from this pair over the next 8 to 16 hours. Let's take a look at the New Zealand USD. As you can see, it completely retraced the entire move from last week and is back once again at the pivotal 78.60 area, which is a strong resistance support zone combined with the 78.40 area, which is the 0.382 fib from the May lows. I would expect it to be very difficult for this pair to break through this level, and we could see a bit of a bounce heading into the Asian trading. I guess we'll finish the pairs off. The Great Britain USD, as you can see, has moved down and is trying to consolidate around the 155 area. This should act as a pivot heading into tonight's trading. If we can hold above it, we could get a pushback higher towards 155.80. If we break below, we could get a move back down, initially targeting 154.60 and then maybe 154. The Aussie, in similar fashion, has retraced much of its gains, and as you can see, once it broke through that trend line resistance that we talked about last Friday, it has not looked back, and it has initially found support at 102.40. If we can get a pushback up towards 102.80 and ultimately up towards 103.20, we should probably see new sellers come in with this pair, trying to push it back towards push back a little bit lower into the next coming few trading days. Tonight with economic data, we have first the Chinese HSBC flash manufacturing report, and this report could add a little volatility, and any move up in risk could find newfound sellers. If that does not, then we're watching the price action. We could be seeing a trend reversal, and we could get a pushback up slowly throughout the week towards last week's highs. The next thing we have to keep an eye on is Canadian retail sales. This report will be volatile for the Canada, sitting at strong price action levels. And once again, this is Chris Keene, and this is Currency Watch. Everybody have a safe trading day.